want to go over Atomy Crash Course. So my girls asked me to watch some of the TV, some of the Korean drama, and then the title was Crash Course in Romance. I said, "Oh, Atomy Crash Course." So I'll just gonna go over the quick Atomy overview. Because we talk about the product, we talk about the compensation, but some of the new people, if you haven't watched many of the Atomy YouTube by CEO Hangye Park or from the many other leaders, probably you don't have a detail, right? What is Atomy all about? Yes, you are already using the product. You already start sharing to other people. But why so many people are going crazy with Atomy and what this company all about? So Atomy established in 2009, and clarification here: some of the people, some other people that reading the information from the official website, and some people hearing Atomy from other people or watch the video from some other leaders. They also hear the year. Oh, Atomy is opened in 2006. Yes. You might also hear that Atomy opened in 2006, but at the time, it was just like a direct selling. So it's a bit different from how Atomy is structured right now. So Atomy registered as a network marketing company 2009, but 2006, it was really door-to-door sales. So we don't talk about that period. Right? So even if you hear the word 2006, yes, Atomy still exists, but the Atomy that we know right now with the compensation plan that CEO Hangye Park created officially started 2009. Okay, and we all know the story. Atomy CEO Hangye Park didn't even have a money to have a proper office, so he started as a broken van. That's a really popular story. He started with a probably $280 broken, caravan, like a minivan. That's how he started it. And when he had an office, he didn't even have money to buy the signage, so he just had a letter size paper put Atomy. That's how Atomy started it. But look at Atomy now; it's a billion-dollar company. So when I share this story, people say, "No, don't make up a story." But that's how Atomy got started it. So if you truly believe that dream vividly and one day it will become reality, Atomy. Atomy started as what CEO Hangye Park has dreamed of, and now I think 90% of what he dreamt of became reality. Okay, and Atomy is a typical network marketing company because when people ask you why Atomy is not like a typical network marketing company, because one thing that people compare usually is there a membership fee? Is there a monthly fee, which we call ownership? And is there any capital requirement? Just for the last 2 days, except yesterday, Christmas Day, I was meeting up with some people, and they were talking about. I'm not sure how many of you actually anybody have heard of a PM International. It's a company based in Germany, and when I checked, because I know the name, because I one of the member actually purchased a product from there, and PM International, when you check, direct sales news, there are probably like five. They're listed five. So it's a pretty big company, and they do have a long history for it. So somehow the partner, we're talking about Atomy, and she brought up the name. Have you heard of PM International? And I said, yes, I heard about it. And she mentioned one of my friend actually joined the PM International, and so I was she was able to get a little bit more information. They did have a ownership, and if they don't buy, so if they don't sign up, if you don't agree to have the ownership, your membership, you cannot continuously have your membership. And when you first join, you need to buy the certain package. So I forgot the amount of the package you need to buy. They have a certain amount of, let's say $500 or $1,000. So there's certain package you need to purchase, right? So simply we can find out why Atomy is different. Right? We don't ask for anything. We not even ask for, an entrance package, no ownership, no monthly fee, and no annual fee. And even our company based on online, we don't even ask for the online website usage. And Atomy, how global we are, like we already opened 27 countries. Because some people say, oh, Atomy opened in 27 countries. So I say, okay, there's a correction, 27 regions. Because for Europe, we call it just as a one reason. Atomy open like a lot of countries, and I didn't include it here. Atomy also call it global membership, where you can register members. Atomy not yet officially open. which means Atomy are planning to open in those countries. So once those countries open, I think close to 100 companies. Okay. And one important thing here, Atomy is a global online shopping mall. What does that mean? Atomy is a distribution company. Distribution company, that means Atomy doesn't get involved in terms of manufacturing products. And that's one thing that Atomy differentiate from all the other MLM companies. Amway, they manufacture their own health supplements. And I'm sure even PM International, I heard some of the supplements are manufactured from their own factories. So many of the MLM companies also got involved in creation of their supplement, but Atomy isn't. So how Atomy is structured and how Atomy is running its business and how it can go global is a completely different way it's set up for other MLM business. And Atomy is a part of DSN Global Top List. So if anybody ever doubt about Atomy, and if you're not really sure, I'm not sure how much how I can convince them or how I can tell them that Atomy is a great company. Just Google direct sales news and always look for top 100 or top 100 or top 50 list. Once you look for that, you will see Atomy name there. Because there are so many scams happening around the world. So if people never heard about the name Atomy and they hear a company from Korea, I know Korea is good, but they opened, they are $1 billion company. Oh, how come I never heard about it? So if people are very suspicious with the topics that you are bringing up, just Google direct sales news and show it to them. It's just one official proof that Atomy is doing so well and it has been recognized by those organizations. Right. And this is the information we have gathered when Imperial Master number 13, Atomy ID number 1, came to Canada. Atomy is a BAM company, and that's one thing that makes many other people proud to share Atomy. We share Atomy in many different ways. We approach you with a product very first time, and anybody who looking for a passive income option or extra income option, we share them a business opportunity. But people who are religious and people, even people who already have a passive income, people who doesn't have any financial issues, once they hear the word BAM company, it also open their interest. Oh, I was always interested in a company that do a lot of things to the poor countries or the people who needs around the world. So Coca-Cola company, it's also a BAM company. BAM stands for business as a mission. So when I mentioned the word BAM, honestly, first of all, I didn't know this word either. I just learned from Atomy also. But when I mentioned that word, some people, oh yeah, I heard there are some companies on their BAM. And they love to use the product because they know all the product they are purchasing, it can use for the good cause. Right. So I think those key words, somehow we can find a way to link with people that we meet. Some people might interest in products. Some people might interest in passive income. Some people already well off financially, but still they want to do something good for the society. Then they can be part of Atomy consumers. Right. And Atomy is selected as a best place to work. If you don't know about this one, you can Google it. It's actually official organization where they're selecting certain companies in certain countries and by the region. So Atomy has been selected, I think, 3 times for the best place to work. And Atomy also selected within Asia also, not only in Korea, even within Asia. And let me tell you, since I'm the grandmother here in Atomy, which means I've been in Atomy for long, I know a lot of stories about CEO Hangyu Park and how he started all of that. Best place to work. This is one of the things that CEO Hangyu Park wanted it. I think 2016 or 17, when CEO Hangyu Park mentioned, there are 13 things in my mind, right? I want Atomy to be a certain company, the premier company, and I want Atomy to have an amazing headquarters where you can invite many members from the global regions, and I want Atomy to be like a #1 company to work. I know Google is the #1 place to work. They've been selected in a Forbes magazine, but I want Atomy to be #1 companies to work. And see, Atomy has been selected as a best place to work. So you see how important Dream Vividly. CEO Hangyu Park blended everything, and he really make into reality. And he had no doubt that he could make it happen. So if you're doubting your success in Atomy, delete that. Okay. And Atomy obtained consumer central management. The reason I'm telling you, because when you receive Atomy package, you will see CCM with the bubble letter logo in it. Some people ask, what does that stands for? So you can tell them what that stands for, CCM. And I didn't know much about CCM until Atomy said, oh, we got our CCM and we got it for 3 consecutive years. Because even though you got it once, it's not guaranteed that you're going to get it for second year. Once you get a CCM certification, it's not guaranteed for the entire of the business life. Oh, this is very notorious and very strict organization to monitor how company is doing for the benefit of customer. So they're not only checking the quality of the product, they're also checking management skill. They're also checking a lot of criteria. So for a company being selected as a consumer CCM company, something they should feel proud of, and being selected, being chosen for 3 consecutive years, basically there's no question to be asked in terms of the management skills or the quality of the product. So we should feel proud to see the CCM logo on our product. So if you ever encounter any customer ask you, oh, what's a CCM stands for? Just tell them it's Consumer-Centered Management Certification. And Atomy business strategy, how Atomy can win the heart of all the consumers around the world. Prestige product, right? Prestige product for the mass. It's some kind of equation that many people think, is it possible? Because how can you provide a product, amazing quality product in an affordable price? Doesn't really make sense. If the product's to be really amazing in quality, you need to pay the scientists, you need to pay the great ingredient, you need to pay for the manufacturing. There are a lot of price tag get involved. But Atomy completely changed that equation. Even if we are giving you the top quality, like department store quality product, what we will give you at a Walmart price. That's what CEO Hunky Park usually mentioned. Right. So, I try not to use that comparison a lot because some people get, because when they don't listen carefully, did you say Walmart quality? And department store. So I try not to use it, but CEO Hangi Park, that's what he has explained when he came here for the Success Academy. I want that to be like department store quality, but I want it to be Walmart price. But we all know what's a Walmart price, where many generals can afford. But I try not. I'm just using it because you all know Atomy. You've been doing it at Atomy, but I've noticed that. So that's what Atomy has been promised ever since Atomy established, and it has been continued in that way. And that one way to prove it, you might see some of the product in on the Atomy website, and sometimes it get disappeared. Probably they're not meeting Atomy standard to be absolute quality. If you have been paying attention to Go Sales Master Camp, one of the lecture mentioned how they select the product. So is it absolute quality first or absolute price first? What's the answer? If you've been listening to the course carefully, you know the answer. Quality. Thank you, Walter. Yeah, so absolute quality. So Atomy, not trying to think about the price yet, but Atomy trying to think about the quality. They're trying to make the best quality first, and they think about the price. So, but once you understand what that really means, you shouldn't have any question every product that Atomy introducing to its website. So some of the questions that I can answer, that potato noodle that everybody enjoy? Is there anybody who haven't tried Atomy potato noodles? Something you should order and enjoy whole family for like lunch or like I wouldn't say dinner, but for lunch with your whole family. Enjoy it. You tried it?
Of
Enjoy
course.
it?
Yes.
Of course. Okay. Even the potato noodle, it's not only selling it in Atomy. So the same company also selling the potato noodle elsewhere. But since Atomy needs to meet the qualification of Atomy, I heard they put extra mushroom. Like when you open up the dried flakes, they include extra mushroom for Atomy. So even same, another example, Atomy hair color. So that company, even when I go to Galleria, same company selling another hair color product on Galleria. But it's going to be completely different quality than Atomy product because in order to sell that product in Atomy, Atomy will ask them, okay, you need to include it. You need to improve the quality of this. You need to put more ingredient of this. You need to put more volume. So even though the company manufacture like hair color, what they're selling in the retail market and what they're selling in Atomy website is going to be very different product. So as a consumer, why would you buy it in a retail market? When you buy from Atomy, you know quality is guaranteed. Because even just the hair color, you might say, oh, hair color, can it be that special? Yes, it is a special. It has a patents where when you're after your hair is colored, when you expose to the sunlight, it will damage your hair color. But somehow it protects from the UV light, right? So it has all those extra patents where it protects, it make your hair shines, and it really makes your hair color stands it out under the sun. Okay, what other things? Okay, so Atomy is two different types of account. I think that's something that we need to discuss a little bit more detail because I get questions regards to this consumer account and distributor account, because if you only having members in Canada, something you're not going to get confused a lot. But if you start having members around different parts of the world, that's when you start going to have a bit of, I wouldn't say headache, but a bit of confusion. Right. But I just want to let you know that there's two different types of accounts. And one main different thing is consumer account is just simply they just want to have an account where they can access to Atomy website. Distributor account, just like us, who wanted to create a passive income from Atomy. Okay. And Atomy provides a successful system that equal to everyone. That's a key. It's not only available to distributor, the person who have a distributor account. This success system, it's open to everybody. Either they have a consumer account or a distributor account. It's open to everybody. It's really up to us how much we want to take advantage from that success system. Okay. Yes, let's say even if I don't have any meetings, you can still find some of the some of the meetings or some of the information lectures from the CEO Hung Park in one of the channels, right? Oh, why there's right there. Okay, so CH Atomy, or if you go to Atomy Canada YouTube channel, Atomy UK YouTube channel, or Atomy Philippines, USA, you can visit their official YouTube channel to find valuable informations. So some people say, I don't, some people that I sometimes meet, you know what, I've been registered at me, but I don't have a relationship with my sponsor, this and that. So I cannot really say anything because she's not in my team. But I always tell that person, even if you don't have any specific relation with your sponsor, you cannot get hold of it. We do have a success system online where you can get a lot of informations. Okay, so it's open to everyone, not only selected to certain people. And one thing that Atomy stands out, Atomy's success secret, and this is what CEO Hangye Park proudly mentioned, and our Dr. Sung-Yeon Lee. If you don't know who's Dr. Sung-Yeon Lee, I'm not going to explain who he is. Okay, my suggestion, go to Atomy Canada. You'll probably find some of his lectures. We call his our Atomy mentor. They both mentioned that the one big secret that Atomy can grow this big, and this is something that other MLM company cannot duplicate. Doesn't matter. CEO Hangye Park share the secret how to come up with the message product, how to do a message strategy. Synergy of a United Heart. If I explain a little bit further, what's a synergy of a United Heart? We get lectures from the leader who are not even our sponsor. Okay. Except the Success Academy this time, yes, he's a sponsor for everybody. Imperial Master number 13 and Idea number 1. He's a sponsor of everybody. But other than himself, if we get lectures from, let's say, Imperial Master number 2, Dogu Lee, doesn't matter how well we do in Canada, zero benefit for him. And I'll mention the name that you all know. Jason Shim, Crown Master in USA. We all love him, and we always okay. Why don't we? I mean, why don't we have a Zoom session with Jason Shim? Because we all love him. We all love his lectures. Even though we get so inspired with his lectures and we're doing so well, Jason Shim gets zero benefit. But still, he's willing to invest. He's willing to spend his time to share his business secret. He's willing to travel to other place, other part of global regions and share his business insight, how he wants to, I mean, how he was able to achieve his success in anatomy. That's what other company cannot copy. And that's one thing that CEO Hangi Park is so proud of, that he created this system. To me, there is no competition. Imperial Master, it's open to everyone. Whoever building your team well and not giving up, Imperial Master position is open to everybody. Like any of us can achieve Imperial Master. It's not like, okay, anybody who achieve Imperial Master first 100 and no more Imperial Master in Anatomy. We don't have anything like that. Okay. Atomy, all of us are potential to become Imperial Masters, and we all have an income ceiling. How much? $100,000 a month, not a year, $100,000 a month. So we do have an income ceiling. So it's not about competition. I'm gonna get there first. It's not about the race. It's about the journey that we go there together. That's the whole point. So CEO Hangi Park create this synergy of a united heart. That's one thing that adds to me can become premier company and probably soon number one company in the world. Right. And I didn't include the amount. Atomy is receiving export tower annually. Right. When I first, the couple of years when I joined Atomy, it didn't really mean much to me. Okay, yes, Atomy receiving an export tower. Yes, that's great. But as a Korean company exporting Korean skincare product and receiving an award for that, it's something that no other MLM company has done in the history. So once I know more, see, like I mentioned, even though I've been in the Atomy for long, there are a lot of information that I need to dig in to know. So if somebody says, when somebody tell me, oh, I've been to one day seminar, I know everything about Atomy, I was like, excuse me? They just attend one meeting. Oh, I know everything about compensation. Excuse me. It took me a while to understand or fully understand Atomy compensation and anatomy. So for Atomy receiving export tower annually, it is not just showing that Atomy is doing great. Atomy products are, Korea is the one country that get products from France. We get products from USA. We get products from other countries. But now we are exporting our health supplement. We're exporting our skincare. It just proves the quality of Atomy products. This is one from the CEO Hangi Park's lecture. Atomy is not competing with Amway. Atomy is not competing with the Herbalife. That's not Atomy's target. Atomy is competing with the other online platform, online shopping channels, right? Other online platform like Alibaba, Amazon, all those things. CEO Hangi Park never ever thought about competing Atomy with other MLM company. Right? So if you hear other people comparing with Atomy, before I used to get upset, like, why are you comparing Atomy with MLM? No reason to get upset. Right? Because they just don't know, right? They just don't know much about Atomy. That's why they're probably trying to compare Atomy so they can make Atomy not better than their company. But Atomy, they are not Atomy's competitor. So once you know more about Atomy, you will always feel proud to share. And this is one thing brings more people into Atomy. And I can really share this from my experience too, because before pandemic happens, I experienced people, because Atomy, you cannot make fast money in Atomy. Oh, you know what? I thought I could make $2,000, $4,000 easily, but it's not that easy. But I heard there's another company that can give me opportunity that I can make fast income. I noticed some people, some leader leave for another company. But what happened? They come back. Why they come back? Because they realize there is no company like Atomy. And they sometimes they mention, you know what? I thought Atom's compensation was a bit ridiculous. I thought Atom's compensation, like how can be so simple? How is it possible? But once they hear the compensation from other MLM companies or some similar like that, they said their compensation plan changes. That's the one downfall. For how many years in an Atomy? Atomy compensation has not been changed. Okay. Atomy is possible. This is a key point. Since Atomy deals with the daily necessities, product that people needs to use a daily basis. So I think many of us have experienced it already, even during pandemic. I mean, including myself, many people worried, oh, we cannot have meetings anymore. I cannot deliver the product anymore. How are we going to do our business? But we have witnessed, even during pandemic, our businesses went on. We didn't stop our meetings and our customers didn't stop buying the product. Actually, more people start purchasing a product and they end up learning how to order online. So Atomy is a business that we can probably say recession proof and the pandemic proof. Because all the prices are going higher, you're gonna stop brush your teeth, you're gonna stop taking omega-3, or you're gonna stop putting a lotion, you're gonna stop washing your hair. Because it's a pandemic, you're staying at home. Are you gonna stop doing what you've been doing every day? Because people are staying at home during pandemic, what happened? They're taking care of themselves. So people buy more Apple skincare set and evening care set to pamper themselves, and more number of people purchase Hemohim and vitamin C, all the supplements. Okay, so doesn't really matter what's happening outside. Atomy business can go on because like I mentioned, it's an Atomy crash course. So you will hear a lot of this. So once you know this, it's easier for you to start and structure your business for the next year. A step to success. We can never ever stop talking about a step to success. And this is something that you will discuss a lot with your partners also. Whenever you have a new business partner, I'm not talking about customers, but any business partner who are seriously want to get involved, we always go through a step to success because we don't have business manual. A step to success, it is our business manual. To understand what's a goal setting and whether you've done it or not, ask yourself now, have I completed life scenario? If your answer is yes, you have done your goal setting. If you haven't set up, if you haven't written down, if you haven't started writing your life scenario, or if you haven't done it, you will face a lot of challenges and you will give up easily on Atomy. But one reason many of us still staying in Atomy despite all those challenges, because we have set our certain goals, what we want to achieve in certain time, and what do you want to do? Because we need the passive income to make our dreams come true, to make you stay, to make you never give up on Atomy. Write a life scenario and commitment list up, invite people to attend the meetings or home parties, anything that you want to share Atomy. It will be easier and show the plan. It's not about how well you present. What are you going to share with them? Right? Show the plan can be anything, like how I take Hemohim, how much I love Hemohim, how my skin has been improved using Atomy skincare set. That could be show the plan. So even if you don't have any presentation skill, not to worry. Presentation can be done in many different forms. Right? And I always mention, I kind of failed. I will call myself, I feel like I failed at the beginning of Atomy because I really didn't know about this follow through. I didn't do any of it. I didn't know the importance of it. I didn't know how to do it. So all the people that I have registered, I kind of lost them. It's not their fault. It's my fault for not following up. Okay. And consultation and duplication. For Imperial Master number 2, probably you all know because we've been talking about it so many times. Imperial Master number 2, if you cannot duplicate, you cannot make your partners duplicate what you're doing or this whole A step to success, your business cannot grow exponentially. You will be doing the same thing over and over by yourself. So in order for you to grow your team, grow your trees, having many branches, you need to make sure that your team is duplicating what you're doing. So in order for you to make your team duplicate, we all need to be the model leader that our partner wants to duplicate. If you think that A step to success, it's kind of big broad. Okay, I understand. Yes, I need to do A step to success, but I'm clueless what I need to do daily. Okay, that's why Atomy introduced something to help you. In order, not only in Atomy, in order to succeed, or if you listen to many other successful leaders, they will say what you do every day will determine the success of your future. So if you're not really sure what you need to do, okay, I want to do Atomy, I want to make $100,000 monthly passive income, but I'm not sure what I need to do. Okay, something you need to do it for 90 days. Give it a try at least 90. If you think that 90 days is a bit too much, at least give it a try for month of starting from January. Every day, put a check mark. Right? Put a check mark. I usually say 90 days because many of the successful leaders or people who are talking about the habits. Once you do it, right? What if you want to make that habit part of your routine, just regular routine, you need to do it for 90 days. Then your body naturally adapts it and you will just do it. Once you wake up, you'll just read a book. We're not talking about reading a book like for an hour, okay, at least 15 minutes. We're just talking about 15 minutes. 15 minutes, read a book and watch a VOD or something inspirational. But if you're new to Atomy, I will recommend just watch See Hangyo Park. Hangyo Park or Imperial Master Lectures. Even you go Atomy official website, there will be a tons of lectures that you can watch and attend meetings. We do have a meeting. I'm sure your team has a meeting. Any meetings that you can attend to learn and motivate yourself and use Atomy product. I'm sure everybody will put a check mark on this one because without using the product, you cannot share Atomy. You cannot see the vision of Atomy. Guys, that's how important using Atomy product is. I still see a lot of people going out there sharing it at me, registering people, but themselves only use 3 products. I know it for myself. How they gonna become successful in Atomy? I always tell them, how do you share Atomy product? Oh, I just tell them what I have read on the website. Consumers, they are smart. They are smart these days. They can tell whether you are just sharing the product for your benefit or you're really sharing the product since you love using the product. So if you really want to make regular consumers, it needs to really come from your experience. It needs to come from your heart that how much you love Atomy products. Okay, and show the plan. Simple as why are you doing it at Atomy? Why are you using Atomy product? Simple as that. So, oh, Ari, I don't know how to present compensation. I don't know how to share Atomy like information. Then share. Why are you doing it at Atomy? Oh, you know what? Atomy, it's going to be my extra income, and soon it's going to be my source of passive income, so I can retire early. I have this dreams, but I know Atomy can make it happen. People might still tell you crazy. You're crazy? Okay, then no problem. You need to hear the word crazy from other people. Okay. And just share why you're doing it Atomy. I had a health issue, but after taking Hemohim, I noticed a difference. So I like the product, so I have no problem sharing. That's how I got into Atomy. Start with that. So once you lose the fear of talking in public or talking to other people, sharing Atomy vision will become very easy. So start with why you're doing it at Atomy. Okay. So try to do it many times as possible. Okay. And 6, share Atomy product. To who? Sharing Atomy product, basically open our mouth. If you haven't opened your mouth, which means you haven't opened up Atomy store. We don't have a physical store. Atomy only exists where? In a virtual world. So if you don't open your mouth, how people will know that you have an online store? If you have a physical store, you can put the address. Okay, please come. We open till 9 to 5 or we open till 10 to 6, but we don't have that. Our store open 24/7. However, if you don't open your mouth and tell other people, no one will know. Okay, so share Atomy products. That's what it means. Open your mouth and tell others how amazing Atomy product and consultation, talking to your sponsors and getting directions or just to see how your business is doing, right? Just like a chat. And the building trust, you can do it many different ways, right? But how you can create a team or how you can build a strong structure for your strong relationship with your partners by building trust. Okay, so see, I quickly read over Ace of the Success and Daily Acor. This is something you cannot, because this is really just fundamental of Atomy business. So you need to at least give it a try so you can ask your business partner to duplicate what you've been doing.